Hey guys, Rob Sumrall here. It is the weekend. I'm cleaning out the fridge. I've got some meat that is almost ready to not be at its prime anymore. I've got some produce that needs to be cooked up because it's seen its better days. And frankly, I don't feel like following anybody's recipe tonight. We're just gonna cook. I'm not in a rush. And we're not gonna cook tonight. We're not gonna eat tonight. We are going to feast. Check this out. We're gonna have shrimp scampi linguini with a nice little side salad with a homemade vinaigrette. And why not? Because the meat's about to go bad. Why not throw some filet medallions on top of that? And the asparagus is not looking so good either. So we gotta find some way to work that in. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna have fun getting there. Welcome back to Cuisine for the Quarantine. So here's what we're dealing with tonight, okay? I don't know why the salt's in my picture, but it's there. I've got a pear. I've got some lettuce that needs to be used. Got a little Dijon I'm probably going to use in my dressing. I've got a loaf of bread. That's not old. That's new. I've got a green onion that's feeling a little limp. Some Italian fettuccine that's been in the pantry for forever. A lemon. Some not so great asparagus. Some minced garlic. Some butter. Some fresh red ground pepper flake. Some filet. Some shrimp my buddy Bob brought me. It was in the freezer. I've got some EVOO and a little Pinot Grigio. Let's do this. Who knows what else is going to find its way in here? All right, guys, I'm going to get started on my elements for my salad because I can get them done and they can be sitting on the side. They don't have to be anything. So here's what I'm doing. I've got some of these wonderful Nana nuts. I've got a very small non-stick skillet. I've got it coming to heat, a little bit above medium. And I didn't put many in it. Let me see here. That many, okay? So what is that? Quarter of a cup. I don't do more because there's not a lot of nut lovers here, okay? So I've got them on, and here's what I'm gonna do. In a second, when it's up to temperature and when it's hot, I'm gonna throw in about a tablespoon of sugar and a good healthy pinch of salt and a small little dash of red cayenne. And we're gonna candy up these nuts so that they're sweet, so that they're savory. They're gonna be wonderful on top of our salad in a little bit. So we're gonna let them go. I know that in my ingredient list a minute ago that sugar wasn't there, that cayenne wasn't there, that pecans weren't there. Well, that's just how we're doing it tonight. So just get ready. I told you, we're putting together a feast, guys, and I'm just making this up in my brain as we go. So are you like me and you just absolutely love a little bite of fruit in your salad? I'm telling you, nothing makes me happier than a little bit of fruit in my salad, whether it's Granny Smith apples. I could have put some strawberries in here because my friend just dropped off some strawberries here at the house that are delicious and beautiful, but this pear needs to be eaten. And I think that pear loves vinaigrette. Pear loves salad. And so I'm going to dice this guy up, pretty small dice, and set it in a bowl aside. Right now I'm just peeling it. I'll core it and I'll dice it. Let me see. Very good, okay? Let me get him going. He's gonna serve us well. So I came into possession of these steaks at Boone's Meat Market in Bardstown. My friend and I went over there to get some things, and I had a piece of tenderloin that was over there. And I brought it home and fed my family the last night my son was home. I wanted to do something special, but it was more than what we needed for that evening. So I just individually, I butchered it out, individually wrapped it up. These pieces are all different kinds of sizes. You see, I've got a long skinny piece and I've got little nubs, and that's just what happens when it butchers. And you can tell by the color that this stuff needs to be cooked. It's not bad. You can tell because it doesn't have an odor to it, okay? But it needs to be cooked, and so If anybody in my family's dead, you'll know that I poisoned them. So I've got my skillet coming to temperature, and here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a real simple, we're gonna get our steaks fired off first so that they can be resting. And the way I'll serve it tonight is I'll slice it up after it's done. So what I'm doing right now, just a real classic kosher salt, and I'm using a black pepper that I have that's a little coarser, okay? I want a coarser black pepper to stick to it. Not so much of that fine stuff. This is probably, honestly, a little bit finer than what I want. Should have called my buddy Andy that I smoked those chicken breasts with. He had some peppercorns. Those would have been perfect if I'd have smashed them up. We're putting just a healthy dose of salt and pepper here on them. Pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots. Tick. Okay, guys, so while all my pans are coming up to temp, my water's coming up to a boil. This asparagus is it's kind of floppy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the ends and then one other bite of it. So I'm going to be left with this much. And my pasta water that's coming to a boil, I'm going to throw these asparagus tips in and I'm going to blanch them for about 3 minutes. Blanching means we're gonna put them in scalding water and then we're gonna take them out so they stop cooking. Sometimes I put them in ice water. I probably won't today, but you want them to get done, but only so far. You wanna be able to control the doneness. And that's what we're gonna do with this asparagus. Hopefully it'll kind of bring it back to life when it hits that water a little bit. We're gonna set us a timer for 3 minutes. And my pan is hot. Can you see the smoke boiling off my pan here? Watch this, oil. That's kind of what I wanted, because I'm doing a hard sear. Hard sear on these steaks. I'm gonna put the fattest pieces on first. Perfect. That's what we want. Just gonna do those two guys for the moment. We're a medium rare family. That's where we wanna be. I've never done this before where I blanch off my asparagus in water that I'm going to cook pasta in. I don't know if it's going to color my pasta. I don't really care. Woo, look how beautiful that is. That is what you're looking for. Do not put your beautiful steak in a pan that isn't hot. All right, we're gonna take, this is called a spider. We're gonna take this beautiful spider and we're gonna fish out our asparagus. Yeah, they're still crunchy and oh, they have come back to life. They're vibrant green. I'm going to cook them some more, but I'm gonna cook them some more in my Scampi sauce. So for the moment, I'm just gonna run them under some cold water to stop them from cooking. All right, our steaks are just about done. Our pasta is going to take about 9 minutes to cook. So we're going to go ahead and get it going in that asparagus green water. And let's, now here's, you touch your steak to see how done it is. I can tell you right now, that is a medium to medium rare doneness. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. If your family doesn't like it that way, if they like to eat shoe leather, feed them shoe leather. I don't care. It's not my family. Right? Let's get the second batch going. Little EVOO there. Give it a second. The pan is cooled off. Give it a second to come back up to temperature. Okay? You can see it starting to smoke. I like to use extra virgin olive oil because the smoking point is lower on it. It can't handle the heat as well. And that way it tells me when it's ready to go. There we go. Help my pasta get all in the water. Let those steaks rest. All right, the timer is off on our pasta. I've been waiting on that. I've been cleaning the kitchen while I've been waiting on the pasta to get done, because this next step, once we start going, things are gonna move super fast. And because shrimp cooks very fast, Most people tend to overcook their shrimp. So I wanted my pasta ready to roll. It is slightly al dente. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. And here's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna refire my pan I'm gonna deglaze my pan just a little bit with maybe a little bit of broth. And then I'm going to fire in, because these have no flavor on them. My asparagus has no flavor on it right now. It's good, nice clean flavor. But I want it to have a little salt and pepper, a little bit of flavor on it. So we're gonna hit that and get that going, make that yummy. All right, we're just getting the quickest of salt and pepper on these guys. Okay. Maddie, do you like asparagus?
Yeah.
Okay. You're my girl. Anna, do you like asparagus? No, sir. You're not my girl. Oh, you said yes, sir. Okay. Let's cook. Oh, yes. Nice and medium rare. It's exactly how we want it to look right there. Mmm. Delicious. All right, guys. Here we go. Got 4 tablespoons of butter. But in order to lower our cooking temperature on our butter, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You could go straight butter if you wanted to. It's just gonna brown and you're not gonna like what happens. And then I have got here a healthy heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, we're just gonna let this get happy. We don't want to scald our garlic. So we're just gonna cook that down here for a little bit. It won't take long at all. All right, we got about 1.25 pounds of fresh Gulf shrimp here. Let's get these guys going. Oh my goodness. I wish you had smell-o-vision. If you didn't know I was cooking scampi before, you know now. So how do you know when shrimp are done, okay? How do you know? Man, I wish I had a little bit bigger skillet here. Because shrimp have these internal temperatures. What do I mean by that? When a shrimp is done, it's gonna tell you because it's gonna turn pink. The only exception to that is it's hard sometimes to cook with what's called ruby reds from the Gulf Coast. See that color developing? Beautiful. These guys, look at those right there. I left the tails on these just kind of presentation wise. I'll be honest, one of the reasons to keep tails on shrimp when you're feeding a big crowd is it slows them down eating them. They won't eat them as fast. Well, let's bam that up. Let's give it a little pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots, pepper pots. But here's the deal, man. I want to get just a little bit red pepper flake in there, not much. Okay. Now I'm going to toss in this beautiful asparagus. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of green onion. You say, I've never seen green onion and scampi before. Neither have I. But I had it and it looked like it was going to go bad. So now you have heard of it. Okay? Come on, baby. Let's get yummy. Let's get good. All right, here's the last part that we're going to do. You can go either way on this. You can use chicken stock if you don't want to use a white wine. We're using a Pinot Gris. Let me hit it one more time, so I don't think you realize how big of a pan that is. Okay. We're gonna hit it with Pinot Gris. It's about 1/4 cup there. So let's go back over our recipe again. We've had 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 4 tablespoons of butter, a heaping tablespoon of garlic, salt and pepper to taste, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. So we cook that up. We added in our asparagus. We've got about 1.25 pounds of shrimp that are done. We hit it with a 1/4 cup of Pinot Gris, a dry white wine, and then we're going to finish off with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we're going to pour this over the top of our pasta and call it a day. Oh my goodness. I hope this tastes as good as it smells. I wish I had a bigger bowl. I wasn't thinking too good. I'm gonna just kind of toss it in there. I'm gonna put the filet on the table next to it and let people just have a piece of filet right along with this. I'm also gonna put out some good Parmigiano Reggiano in case anybody wants some of that. Guys, I'm telling you what, this looks amazing. Beautiful bowl of pasta, our homemade salad dressing, a little salad. We've got some filet medallions, some toasted sourdough. Not 1,000. Yeah, why haven't you guys subscribed to my channel yet? Listen, you need to like and subscribe. Share those videos. I tossed the top with a little bit of fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano.
Pass me the cheese. This man right.
There you go. So the sauce is not overpowering. I would say the pasta is lightly sauced. Would you girls concur?
See.
I think that the asparagus is a nice, crisp juxtaposition into this. It's a good addition. Delicious. Let me have a piece of the shrimp here. It's fresh Gulf shrimp. That tastes exactly like Scampi should taste. Super simple, guys. Hey, this salad, it's the bomb diggity. So here's my challenge to you. I got lucky. I had some, let's face it, I had some quality ingredients that needed to be cooked. I want you to look around. Look in the back of the fridge, look in the back of the freezer. That stuff you've been looking around for forever. And I want you to make something out of it. Who cares if you're a rock star chef, make something out of it. Share a picture with us. Make sure that you email it here to me, robsumrall@gmail.com. I'd love to share what you're cooking for your family when you're just using the leftovers. Girls, is this a winner? They can't hear your head nodding. Girls, is this a winner?
Yes.
Yes, it's a winner. Okay, Barnabas says it's a winner too. And so I guess that means that, hey, we did it again. Cuisine for the quarantine. Da-da-da. Eat some shrimp.
So loud. What do you think?
Cuisine for the quarantine.